After your peonies finish blooming, they sometimes produce seed pods. So, some people go out in their garden and they'll just deadhead, that's what the term is, the old flowers that will produce seed, or they'll use a hand shears and just come in. I really don't have time to do that in my garden. In addition to that, I like to see these beautiful seed pods open up, and I use them, they turn brown, and I use them for holiday, fall, and Christmas decorations in arrangements and centerpieces. So that's an option you have. If you have more time to spend in the garden, you can deadhead them. And the other thing is, in the fall, you'll see some of the foliage dying back. Once this foliage starts to turn brown, it's a great time to shear, especially if they have a fungus or a disease. Now this here has a leaf spot. I did not have a chance to spray it this year. So what I'm going to do is shear these back hard. And when I mean hard, you're going to shear these back as close to the ground as you can get. And you're going to take all the old foliage and throw it away and not put it in the compost pile. By putting it in the compost pile, you could spread this disease on some of your other peonies if you use it as a mulch or as an amendment. I like to cut peonies back in September, October, or November, maybe as late as December. But if you have some disease issues like we have here, I like to do it when the foliage is still attached to the stems. So when you throw it away, it's a lot easier than raking up a bunch of loose leaves at the same time. So just take your shears and come in low. And cut them back as hard as you can. Or you can just take your hand shears, if you just have a couple of these, and you can prune these just as easily right to the ground. So you don't even see the stems. Removing foliage and stems like this is an environmentally friendly way to help control and eliminate some of the disease problems. Don't forget to clean your tools or disinfect them with a 10% bleach solution. You can just dip your tools in every so often. I do this with any plant that might have a fungal, bacterial, or viral disease. Let's go look at some peonies that don't have disease problems. You can see the foliage here on this peony has not really been infected or affected by any disease issues. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to come in and cut this back as hard as you can. Now remember, when you do cut these back September, October, and November, you know, some people ask, when can I move them? Or when can I divide them? You can transplant and divide them in the fall, all the way almost up to December, or as much as the ground can be worked with the shovel. So just come in and shear them back hard. And again, even if you don't see disease issues, peonies fall into a category of where I throw away all the foliage. I put it in a trash bag and discard it. I do not put it in a compost pile. I'm Mark Viette. Join me next time in the garden.
For more garden tips, go to inthegardenradio.com.